Welcome back, everybody. As you probably guessed from the intro, we are going over the light that's on the end of my P365 right here. That is the Streamlight TLR-7 Sub. So the sub indicates that it is made for subcompact pistols. As of when I'm making this video, this light is available for the P365, as you guys obviously can guess. The Glock 43X and the Glock 48, those are the railed versions only, again, as of when I'm making this video, as well as subcompact 1911. So that list is going to grow. These lights have been very, very popular since they've been released. They've been out for a few months now and are selling like crazy. So definitely the demand is there. So that certainly is a good thing. During the video here in just a second, we're going to do a beam comparison and kind of let you guys know what kind of output you can get from it. Because for a light of this size, I mean, the light output is impressive, as you guys will see here in just a second. Flashlight technology continues to advance very, very quickly, which is good for all of us. So there is that. There's a number of holsters available for it. We'll put a link down below in the video description if you guys are looking to pick those up as well. Speaking of holsters, we'll thank our sponsor for today's video, which is the folks over at SDI, the Sonoran Desert Institute. For folks that are unaware, they teach a number of courses that are firearms related for folks that are looking to get into the firearms industry or just gain knowledge on firearms themselves. One of those courses is how to make a holster. So if you guys don't want to go down below in the link in the video description and click on it and pick one up, and you want to learn how to make one yourself, definitely check out the folks over at SDI. Again, thanks to them for sponsoring the video. Now let's get into the beam comparison shots with this and a couple other lights. For the new folks here, the spot where the wood fence meets the iron fence is approximately 35 feet away. Those trees back there are 40 to 50 depending on the tree, and the light that you're looking at here is the TLR-7, the standard one, not the sub. So just wanted to give you an idea of that and show it how it compares. But you can see it's got a nice wide beam pattern with that hot spot there at this distance being maybe 10 feet wide. But you're getting probably 150 degrees, I would say, of light output in terms of spill. So, you know, inside of a room or something like that, you're going to have good situational awareness. Now, if we go over to the TLR Sub, very similar. It might be exactly the same. We'll put them both up here in just a second, but this is the Sub. And then, hold on, let me turn it on there. This is the 7. In fact, the Sub is tighter. As you guys can see there, this is the Sub, and that hot spot, I don't know if it comes across on camera, but it is a tighter beam pattern. I believe they're both rated for 5,000 candela, but I'd be willing to bet the Sub here actually has a little bit better throw. It still has that good spill, but my guess is because of the compact size, they had to change the shape of the reflector. And again, here's the 7. Here's the Sub. Let's see if we can put them both on the fence, and you guys can kind of see there how they look. 7, Sub. The output that you see here is from the TLR-1HL. This is the 1000 lumen model. You can see the hotspot's a little bit more intense. I have my camera again set on manual as close to what I see here with my human eyes, and still has a decent amount of spill. I would say overall the Sub has more spill, especially on the edges, than this one. But again, the TLR-1HL definitely has better candela for sure, and that's reflected here. Again, here is our Sub, TLR-1HL 1000 lumen model, and again, the Sub. But again, for its size, that's a pretty impressive output, at least in my opinion. And here we have the output from the Surefire 1000 lumen X300. You can see overall the beam pattern is tighter, like I was saying earlier. The output of the Streamlights is roughly 150 degrees in terms of width. This one's probably 120, so just more light in a more focused area here with the Surefire. The temperature is a little bit warmer as well. Again, Surefire here, and then that's the Sub, and you can see a little bit higher in terms of color grade, and then the Surefire, Sub together side by side. Again, for the new folks here, the lake is about 110 yards wide. We're about 10 yards on my side of my property. So if you go ahead and light it up there, you can see that little fishing shack there is probably about 120, 130 yards away. And this is with the Sub. Obviously, it is not designed for that type of application, but you can see there, if I zoom in, you can still see pretty well. Again, zooming in here is basically what I see with my human eyes. The camera has a hard time with details at distance and low light, but you can also see that the spill is still lighting up our bush here just fine. And again, you'd be able to see if someone was standing there, you wouldn't be able to positively identify what was in their hands. Now you have the output from the Surefire, and again, it's just a little bit brighter, a little bit more intense out there at distance. Not a candela monster by any means, but you can see it'd be easier to identify what was going on over there if you had to. And again, by contrast, there is our sub Surefire X300. And lastly, we have the output from the TLR-1HL 1000 lumen model. And again, we'll zoom in there to just kind of show you. That one definitely seems to, anyway, at least out here with my eyes, have the best candela. Again, with my human eye, I would probably be able to identify what was in someone's hand if they were standing out there at 130 yards. Again, by contrast, there we have the sub and the TLR-1HL. I don't think I mentioned it during the beam comparison, but this light here is rated for 500 lumens and 5000 candela. As you guys saw there, so is the TLR-7, the standard one. And this one did seem to be a little bit brighter in the hotspot. I don't know if that's like an evolutionary change in their lineup. I don't know. I don't know if it's just a variant of one to another. Again, don't know, but you guys saw it as well. So there is that. In terms of the actual functions on the gun itself, it has this lockout mode here up front. So the bezel itself has to be twisted all the way down, and you feel it kind of click in. And when it's in that mode, if you want constant on, you just click and let go. And if you want to turn it off, you just click it again. And if you want momentary on to like scan, something like that, you just press and hold. And that is the function of it. To unlock it, or rather to lock it, you just twist it up to that point right there. And now you guys can see the light should not come on. It looks like it's flickering a little bit there in my camera. Let me turn it just a little bit more just to make sure. And now it's dead. So that way you can lock it out if you're traveling and you have it in like a range bag or something like that. That way you won't show up to the range, pull your gun out and have a dead battery. Speaking of the battery, it is powered by a CR123A battery. And to access it, you just unscrew your reflective lens and it comes right on out. Streamlight does provide one with it. They do say not to use rechargeable CR123As. I haven't tested that, but I'm sure some of you out there have. And if you have, you post down below in the comment section what you think. It probably voids the warranty, but just know they are out there. And again, you probably void the warranty. Know that going forward. The light attaches via this screw right here, and you can screw it down with either a screwdriver or with a rim of a 9mm case, which is exactly what I did. They do warn not to over torque it. You don't need to. It's a pretty darn secure system. It kind of locks in to the SIG rail there right up front. And it also gives you a good spot in terms of ergonomics for actually actuating the light, because basically if you're firing with a 2 thumbs high grip, very easily come down and hit it. There's not a lot of movement there. And when you're out on target, it actually gives you a little bit of leverage. Some guns have like a built-in hump right there that you can push down with your thumb, and that ends up being what the light is when you're holding it on momentary on. At this point in the video, there's just a couple things I need to mention before closing it out. First off, full disclosure, Streamlight did send this out for me. I did request it because I was getting a ton of requests from you guys to actually review it. We've shot a number of rounds through it, probably about 500 rounds through this gun with this light on it. We've had no issues of flickering or anything like that outside of what you guys just saw when I probably didn't turn it far enough for the lockout mode. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's been a great performer. My TLR-7s have been as well, and it's the same technology, just kind of shrunken down into a little body here. And for folks that want sort of a gun that can do everything, you know, if you wanted a P365, for example, and you had an extended mag like we have here on it, that way you get a full grip, so you could sort of use it as a dual use. You could put that 10-round mag in there, the flush fit for carry, and then the extended one in there for home defense or something like that to fit both roles. This certainly is a welcome option. I mean, this light right now in this small package is brighter and more intense than just about any weapon light that was out 5 years ago. So if you just think of the technology, it's insane. So videos I was making 5 years ago on weapon lights, this thing pretty much outperforms all of them that I'm aware of. So you're really not sacrificing a ton. I mean, yes, you are sacrificing some versus the X300 and the TLR-1HL that you guys saw out there, but relatively speaking, not really a ton, and you're getting a lot of output for the size and the weight. We'll roll the weight here on the screen. Additionally, in terms of price point on this, again, since it's come out, they've been in high demand. Typically they're sold out, but if it is in stock, they tend to run anywhere from the $100 to $125 price range. So if you look around at the competitive options out there, it's pretty price competitive. There's not a lot of competitors in this space for this ultra compact EDC gun type of light. And as of when I'm making this video, this thing is definitely the most popular one out there on the market. And like I said, accessories are easy to find as well if you're looking for those. So with that, I suppose that's pretty much all I have for you. If you guys like this video and you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you've done that, and hit the notification bell. And you're still not seeing 2 to 4 videos a week here on the channel, you can sign up for my email list here at the website on the screen. That email only goes out once or twice a month at most, typically once, and it just contains all of the videos since the last email went out. So that way there's no algorithm censoring your eyes from my content. And if this thing goes on sale, it actually went on sale last week, and if it goes on sale and there's a good price on it, we will shoot that out in the daily deals email. You can sign up for that here at the website on your screen as well. And that, as the name indicates, is basically a daily deals email that goes out every day. Sometimes I miss a day, but pretty much every day. And it has the top 6 or 7 deals that I find around the internet on guns and gear. So that way you guys can save yourself some time from looking, and save yourself some money, of course, because I only send it out if it's the best price that I know of anywhere on the internet at that particular time. So that's it, guys. That's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I look forward to seeing everybody in the next video.